In a notice sent to employees this morning, the company says 14,000 corporate jobs are being cut.
Let me tell you something most Amazon shoppers have absolutely no idea about, and it's quietly costing them money every single month. Well over 80% of people are overpaying every time they hit that bright yellow Buy Now button. Not because they're reckless, not because they don't care, but because Amazon's system is smarter, sneakier, and more calculated than they realize. Behind that simple, friendly interface are tracking tools, silent price changes, and hidden discounts that never show up unless you know exactly where to look. But that stops today. In this video, you're going to learn 12 Amazon shopping secrets that can actually save you real money, starting with your very next order. These aren't generic, wait for a sale tips. These are the exact kinds of strategies Amazon would prefer you never hear about. And once you understand secret number 1, you will never look at an Amazon product page the same way again. Before we dive into the first trick, do yourself a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button for frugal finds for you so you don't miss future videos, where we break down hidden retail tactics and show you how to keep more of your hard-earned cash in your own pocket instead of handing it to billion-dollar companies. Let's start with one of the simplest yet most powerful moves you can make. 12. Open in incognito mode for lower prices. Have you ever felt like Amazon is inside your head? You look at a product once, think about it, come back a day later, and suddenly the price has mysteriously gone up. You didn't imagine that. That's not random. That's Amazon's algorithm for learning your behavior. Amazon tracks what you click, how often you come back to the same item, how long you spend on that page, and whether you compare it with other options. The more interested you appear, the more confident the system becomes that you're likely to buy it anyway. And once they know that, they can quietly nudge the price higher, not by $50 overnight. Sometimes just a few bucks at a time, small enough that most people don't even notice the change. Here's the twist. When you open a private or incognito window in your browser, it's like resetting your shopping identity. No cookies, no browsing history, no saved behavior for Amazon to lean on. You look like a brand new shopper coming in for the first time. One viewer from Ohio shared that he'd been watching a cordless tool set for several days. The first time he saw it, the price looked reasonable. By the third visit, it had climbed by around $15. He decided to try something different. He opened an incognito window, typed the same product into Amazon, and suddenly, the price wasn't just back to the original, it was actually $10 lower than the first time he saw it. That's a $25 swing just by switching how he opened the page. That's groceries. That's gas money. To be clear, you're not breaking anything. You're not hacking. You're simply removing the extra influence that Amazon's tracking has on what you see. By going incognito, logging out, or even using a different device before you complete a purchase, you take back a little control. So the next time you see a price creeping up on something you've been watching, remember this. Close that tab, open an incognito window, and search again as a new shopper. Sometimes the best savings come from the smallest switch. 11. Shop the hidden sections. Outlet, warehouse, and renewed. Most people think Amazon is just one big marketplace, but in reality, it has secret layers built into it. Buried underneath the normal search results are 3 powerful sections almost nobody uses: Amazon Outlet, Amazon Warehouse, and Amazon Renewed. These aren't trash piles full of broken returns. Think of them as the back room of a store, where the real bargains are hiding. You'll find overstock items, like new returns, and open box deals that are still fully functional. Some products just have damaged packaging. Others were returned by someone who opened the box, changed their mind, and sent it back. Many of them look and work exactly like new. Here's the crazy part. A lot of these products still come with Amazon's regular protections, warranties, return policies, and customer service. That means you can pay a fraction of the original price without taking a big risk. One shopper was searching for a high-end smart speaker that cost around $150 in the standard listing. It looked like that was the best price. Then he decided to search specifically in the Amazon warehouse. There he found the same model, same features, same color, same brand, listed as like new for $59. It still came with a return window and full functionality. That's not just a bargain, that's flipping the script. Amazon isn't going to push you toward these sections. They make more money when you buy the full price version, so you have to do the digging yourself. The easiest way is simple. Search Amazon Outlet, Amazon Warehouse, or Amazon Renewed directly in your browser, then bookmark the pages. Before you make any big purchase, electronics, appliances, tools, or even household items, check those sections first. You might find the same product for far less, sitting quietly in the background. Smart shoppers don't just scroll the main page and accept the first price. They step behind the curtain and see what's hiding there. 10. Use no-rush shipping to earn digital credits. We live in a world where everything has to be instant. 2-day shipping. Same-day delivery. I need it now is the default setting. But here's the thing. That speed comes at a cost. And not just for Amazon. It costs you too, because you're ignoring an easy reward. Amazon's no-rush shipping option flips that idea on its head. When you choose no-rush shipping at checkout, you tell Amazon, hey, I'm not in a hurry. Take your time. In return, they often give you digital credits as a thank you. These credits can be used on digital movies, music, Kindle books, and sometimes even select items. One viewer switched to no-rush shipping on just 5 orders in a single month. He wasn't in a hurry for any of them. Cleaning supplies, pantry items, basic household stuff. By the end of the month, he had earned enough digital credit to grab an ebook he had wanted for weeks without spending a single extra dollar. If you're not desperate to get something tomorrow, why not let it arrive a few days later and pick up free value for being patient? Those credits add up over time, especially if you shop on Amazon regularly. Every checkout becomes a decision point. Do you really need it right away, or can you wait and get rewarded for slowing down? For everyday items that aren't urgent, choosing no-rush shipping is like getting paid in small bonuses for something you wouldn't have noticed anyway. In a world that pushes fast at every turn, this is one of the easiest ways to turn patience into savings. 9. Subscribe and cancel to unlock discounts. This one sounds shady at first, but it's actually completely within Amazon's rules. Amazon's subscribe and save feature is designed to lock you into regular shipments of things you use often: coffee, pet food, baby wipes, detergent, and more. In exchange, they give you a discount that can go up to 15% off. Here's the part most people miss. You don't have to stay subscribed to get that discount on your first order. You can choose subscribe and save at checkout, get the reduced price on that shipment, let it process and ship, and then cancel the subscription afterward if you don't really need it on repeat. There are no penalties for canceling, no angry emails, no extra fees, just the initial savings that you locked in. One mom in Florida uses this exact method for baby essentials, wipes, diapers, and some cleaning products. She selects subscribe and save, waits for the first order to arrive, then cancels before the next cycle. Over a year, those small discounts added up to more than $120 in savings. That's a full cart of groceries, a utility bill, or a weekend outing covered just by understanding how the system works. You're not cheating Amazon. You're using the option they gave you, but on your terms. If subscribe and save genuinely fits your routine and you want items on a schedule, great. Stick with it. But if your goal is to save money on a one-time purchase, this trick lets you do it without committing to a long list of monthly deliveries. Use it when it benefits you. Cancel when it doesn't. That's not sneaky. That's smart. 8. Combine coupons with price history tools. Nothing feels worse than buying something on sale and then finding out later that the sale price wasn't really a deal at all. Maybe the item was cheaper last week. Maybe it'll drop again next week. Retailers count on you not doing that homework. That's where price history tools come in. Websites and browser extensions like Keepa or Camel let you see how the price of an item has changed over time. Instead of trusting a big 33% off banner, You can see if today's price is truly low or just dressed up to look that way. Here's how you use this to your advantage. When you find something you want to buy, don't just hit buy now. Open a new tab. Paste the product link into a price tracking tool. Look at the chart. Has it been cheaper recently? Has the price been inflated and then discounted to a number that's actually normal? Or is this genuinely the lowest price it's been for months? If it turns out today really is the floor, that's when you pounce. And that's where you stack savings with Amazon coupons. Many product pages have small, easy-to-miss checkboxes that say, apply coupon for an extra few dollars or a percentage off. A lot of people never click them. They just rush past. When you combine a real historic low with an extra coupon on the product page, you turn a regular purchase into a strategic win. You're not shopping on emotion anymore. You're making data-driven decisions. Once you do this a few times, it becomes hard to go back to shopping blindly. That little price chart becomes your best friend, and you start recognizing which deals are fake and which ones are absolutely worth grabbing. 7. Take advantage of lightning deals. If the last tip was about patience, this one is about speed. Amazon's lightning deals are limited-time offers that appear, drop fast, and disappear just as quickly. These can be some of the biggest discounts on the site, but they come with a catch. You have to be ready. Lightning deals are often time-limited and quantity-limited. Once the clock runs out or the percentage claimed hits 100%, that deal is gone. That's why scrolling casually and hoping to bump into one isn't enough. You need the Amazon app, deal alerts, and a plan. You can set up watch lists for categories you care about: kitchen gadgets, electronics, home items, whatever fits your life. When an upcoming lightning deal is scheduled, you'll see it in the upcoming section or get notifications when it starts. That gives you a head start instead of stumbling onto it by accident when it's already sold out. I once grabbed a $200 air fryer for $79 this way. It showed up in my alerts as an upcoming lightning deal. I set a reminder, opened the app as soon as the timer hit 0, and checked out. Within minutes, the deal was fully claimed. That's how fast these discounts move. You either tap quickly or you watch them vanish. This isn't passive shopping. This is hunting. And most shoppers never even realize these deals are happening around them because they're buried behind tabs and filters. But now you know where to look and how to respond. 6. Find secret coupons outside of Amazon. Let's take a quick pause here. If these tips are already opening your eyes and showing you new ways to save, make sure you subscribe to Frugal Finds for you so you don't miss the next set of strategies. We post new money-saving breakdowns all the time, and some of the best ones are still ahead. Now, on to something Amazon definitely doesn't highlight for you. Not all discounts live on Amazon's own pages. There are hidden promo codes floating around the internet that never appear in the official listing. They're shared on deal forums, coupon websites, and community threads. Websites like Retail Me Not, Honey's Deal Hub, and communities on Reddit, especially subreddits like RR Amazon Deals, can be gold mines for codes you never see on Amazon itself. I once found a 30% off code for a kitchen appliance buried in a comment thread. There was no mention of the discount on the main page, no coupon box, nothing. I copied the code, pasted it at checkout, and instantly saved $45. One tiny search, one extra minute. Almost $50 back in my pocket. Most people go straight from adding to cart to placing their order without ever checking outside Amazon. But taking just a couple of minutes to search product name plus Amazon coupon or browsing a deal site can be the difference between paying full price and snagging a serious discount. Amazon wants you to believe that everything you need to know is on the product page. Now you know better. Sometimes the real savings are waiting just one browser tab away. 5. Make your wish list public and share it. At first, this one sounds like a myth, but there's some very interesting behavior that happens when you try it. When you create an Amazon wish list, you're essentially telling the system, these are items I'm interested in. But when you make that wish list public and share it, something else happens in the background. When people click your wish list link, friends, family, or even just curious viewers, Amazon sees new traffic going directly to specific products. That can look like increased interest or demand in those items. And sometimes, in response to that activity, the price quietly drops. Here's a real example. I added 2 kitchen gadgets to a public wish list and shared the link with my sister. She didn't buy anything. She just opened the list, clicked around, and left. The next day, both of those items had dropped in price by more than 10%, $18 saved without using a single coupon or code. Was it a coincidence or an algorithmic behavior? It's hard to say for sure, but the pattern is interesting enough and the savings real enough that it's worth trying before you commit to a big purchase. What makes this so powerful is how passive it is. You're not hunting codes or tracking charts. You're just using a feature that already exists, flipping it public, and letting Amazon's own system do its thing in the background. So before you buy that higher-priced item, try this. Add it to a wish list, make the list public, share it with someone who might be curious, and give it a little time. You might log back in and find that the system has quietly worked in your favor. 4. Buy discounted gift cards from third-party sites. Here's a secret almost nobody thinks about. You can save money before you even start shopping. Third-party platforms sometimes sell Amazon gift cards at a discount. Depending on the site and the promotion, you might be able to grab a $100 Amazon gift card for $90 or $95. That means you've locked in 5 to 10% savings before you've added a single item to your cart. Then, when you go to place your normal Amazon order, household supplies, pantry items, school stuff, or gifts, you pay with that discounted card instead of your regular payment method. You would have spent $100 anyway. Now you're getting the same value for less. Do that month after month, and those small discounts start stacking into serious yearly savings. You're not waiting on sales. You're not clipping digital coupons. You're just changing how you fund your account. Amazon isn't going to remind you that you can buy gift cards cheaper somewhere else. That cuts into their margins. But as a smart shopper, you're not obligated to do everything on their terms. You're allowed to think one step ahead. Buy money for less money. It sounds strange. But once you start doing it, it becomes one of the easiest frugal habits you can build. 3. Sort today's deals by the biggest discount. Amazon's Today's Deals section pulls in millions of clicks, but most people use it like a digital flea market. They open it, scroll a little, get overwhelmed, and back out. That's not how you win. The default view of Today's Deals isn't built to show you the best percentage off. It's built around popularity and promotion. The items you see first aren't always the deepest discounts. They're just the ones Amazon wants in front of the most eyeballs. You can change that. There's a small sorting option on the page that lets you reorder deals by discount, from highest to lowest. The moment you switch that, the entire page transforms. Suddenly, the items with 50, 60, or even 80% off rise to the top. Those are the kinds of deals that are worth paying attention to. Instead of wandering randomly through dozens of pages, you start at the steepest savings and work downward. Even if only a few of those items are things you actually need, you've dramatically increased your odds of finding a true bargain without falling into the "I bought it just because it was on sale" trap. Frugal shopping isn't about buying cheap things. It's about buying the right things at the best possible price. Sorting by the biggest discount puts you firmly in the driver's seat instead of letting Amazon choose what you see first. 2. Use the Shopping Guides tab in the app. Amazon can feel overwhelming. Millions of products, endless brands, pages, and pages of choices. That's where the Shopping Guides tab in the app can quietly become your best tool. This tab uses Amazon's own AI to filter options based on your browsing, your purchases, and your saved items. Instead of showing you every single product under the sun, it curates a focused list of items and often highlights ones that are on sale or carrying special offers. Here's the twist. Some of these deals show up in the shopping guides before they appear front and center on the main site. That gives you a kind of early access advantage just for checking the right place. One viewer said she was looking for new cookware but was overwhelmed by the choices and prices. She opened the shopping guides, saw a curated list that matched her budget and style, and discovered a set that was already marked down. The sale wasn't heavily promoted anywhere else, but it was sitting right there in her guide. Using this tab regularly turns Amazon from a chaotic marketplace into something closer to your own personal outlet. You still need to compare and think, but you're starting from a much more filtered and relevant list instead of trying to dig through thousands of random listings. No coupon codes, no hacks, just knowing where to look inside the app you already use. 1. Ask Alexa to track price drops. This last one feels like something out of the future, but it's available right now and most people never use it. If you have an Alexa device in your home, or use the Alexa app, you can actually ask it to track price drops on items you're interested in. Here's how it works. When you're looking at a product in the Amazon app or on the website, add it to your cart or save it for later. Then tell Alexa, "Let me know when the price drops on this item." As long as Alexa is connected to your account, it will monitor that product for you in the background. No more opening the page every day. No more constantly checking for discounts. Instead, Alexa does the watching. When the price drops, you'll get a notification letting you know. That's it. You ask once, and the system takes over from there. One shopper saved $60 on a gaming monitor this way. He wanted it, but it was just outside his budget. He told Alexa to track it. A short time later, the price dropped. He got the alert, and he grabbed it at a price that actually worked for him. You already have smart tools in your home and in your pocket. This is how you make them work for you, instead of just using them for music, timers, and weather updates. At the end of the day, this isn't about never spending money. It's about spending with intention instead of impulse. Every dollar you keep is a dollar you earned. A dollar you can redirect towards savings, debt payoff, experiences, or just a little more breathing room in your budget. Which of these Amazon hacks surprised you the most? Have you ever noticed prices changing on you or found a hidden deal in a warehouse or outlet? Drop your experience in the comments and share your own tricks. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear before their next big purchase. If this video helped you see Amazon differently and gave you a few new tools to fight back against overpaying, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Finds for you so you never miss another money-saving breakdown like this. And if you want to keep the momentum going, our next video dives into grocery store tricks that are designed to make you spend more without realizing it, and how to beat those tactics step by step. I'll see you there. And until then, keep it smart, keep it intentional, and keep it frugal.